It's tea time, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to GTV, everyone.
Welcome to the ASMR version. It's called The Neighbors Are Moving Upstairs.
Whoa!
Episode
Oh,
452.
I actually messed it up last time, so I think we're probably add one to that. So
53, 56.
Yeah.
We have some Lapsang Souchong from Wuyi Origin, which I'm excited about because this is going to be, as I was saying before the episode, this seems on brand but off typical offerings.
Yeah, I mean it's grown in Fujian, in I think the Wuyi region too.
Woo!
I don't drink this tea very often. Do you?
No.
Okay.
I grew up smelling it because my mom really likes it.
Okay. Does your mom still drink it?
She does.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's a Lapsang lifer.
Wow. Come on. This is being annoying. I don't want this to fling everywhere.
Whoa! Lapsang fireworks.
You can't smell it from there.
Whoa! Yeah.
Yeah. So, I feel like this is more than one setting.
I think so.
So we'll go.
These are small guy ones.
Yeah. Okay. That'll definitely do us. Okay. 2 beautiful sessions.
And we just hit some Mexican food, so, it's always nice to have some tea after the meal. Cleanse the system out.
Yeah, before the Mexican food fights back. Starts to hit us. It's coming for California. It's coming for Texas. Okay. It smells incredible already. It smells like your average cabin fire. Like controlled fire in a cabin on vacation.
As opposed to a cabin burning down.
Yeah. As opposed to like a Airbnb.
Very different smells, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love the smell of a good Airbnb burning down.
Wow. Smells incredible. The liqueur is really interesting.
Super strong.
Yeah.
You can just smell that smoke. It almost makes me want to start coughing.
It's crazy. It's so perfumey, like incense. Sandalwood almost.
Yeah, incredibly fragrant.
It really, really is. These are teas that are not quite so subtle, just like my mother. Shout out, Mom. Love you. She's an outrageous lady.
Denny's mom, not a subtle woman.
Not a subtle woman, not a subtle tea drinker. And, here we go.
Cherry out.
Cherry out. Wow, look at how yellow it is. I'm really surprised at that.
Yeah.
Usually I would see a bit more of a red liqueur.
I mean, you can always have the option of adding a little more leaf if you think it needs it. We'll see how the taste is. I mean, you can certainly smell it.
Yeah. And we're using pretty much boiling water here, frankly.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how it goes. It might actually do us well to extend the steeping a little bit.
Right.
Wow. Very smoky. Cheerio.
Cheery out. A little smoky on the taste, but pretty mild overall. Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, sweet and smoky and little, pine wood almost.
Yeah. It's really nice.
Yeah. Definitely a little more subtle than you would expect from the nose. But we'll see. That could very well just be the initial steeping.
Yeah. Really smooth. Nice residual sweetness. A kind of residual black tea sweetness to me. Some of this has kind of a bit of that sort of Yunnan earthiness, a little bit. Not super strong. Yunnan black.
So still kind of this golden yellow color.
Yeah, definitely.
And Denny, for you, would this be kind of when in the year would you drink this? Winter tea?
Winter, definitely. A crappy day in summertime.
Okay. I mean, we're kind of there right now.
Yeah.
Crappy day in spring.
But no, this is perfect for it. I'm really enjoying the residual flavor and sweetness. Salute.
Salute. Mom test? Kind of really dependent on the mom?
Yeah, I think so. It's if you really don't find, if you really find that smoky flavor to be off-putting, then it wouldn't be for you. But there's quite a bit of sweetness. I think it's a really approachable
It is
flavor.
very sweet, yeah. In your experience, would that smokiness mellow out, like the more steeps you do? Like by steep 6, is it like a little, like steep 4 or 5 even, like a little bit less smoky?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Although, I don't. This one's, as you pointed out, it's much stronger in the nose than in the cup. I mean, you can taste it, but it's not strong. Like, I mean, I've had raw puer that has a much more smoky, peaty flavor that you don't even really get from the cup, right? You're drinking it.
Right.
This has a much more aromatic smoke to it.
Almost the reverse.
Yeah, in the cup it's not nearly as strong. To answer your question, I mean, black teas in general probably wouldn't even make it to 6 steepings, average, right? So in the context of black tea, would it kind of maintain itself throughout? I think that flavor probably would die off a little bit. It does depend on how the smoke is obtained, too. As long as it's really strongly roasted, that would probably persist a bit stronger versus something that just kind of is innately part of the leaves themselves.
What about for the ultralight gang?
This would probably be a tough one. These teas, yeah, because black teas don't like to hang out, in my experience.
Huh. So maybe like a good oolong roasted oolong is more suited for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
Yeah. This,
Very
I think, it's hard to say, because this one, no hints of bitterness whatsoever from this. So it might be able to just, like, get potent and stronger. Yeah, but,
You'd have to test it, I guess.
I wouldn't, my first guess would be no. Black tea and green tea, in my experience, you really want kind of kombucha to be done versus some of your definitely ripe, some of your young raws that are meant to be drank early, iwus, and then some black teas, a lot of oolongs would fit the bill for the ultralight test.
And how does your mom drink this?
Oh, okay. Earmuffs, everybody. She gets like one of those big old honking like English teapots, and has a strainer that sits in there, and just Big Bertha's a stream of water through that bad boy. It's just this huge clumped mass of tea in there, and then just there's no. Oh, it's.
How long does she steep it for? Wow, we're living either some childhood memories or trauma.
Legit, like three minutes, probably.
Okay.
3 or 4.
Okay.
She does like pull it out eventually, as opposed to some
Okay.
family members who just leave tea bags in there.
Okay.
Definitely.
And is this loose leaf or is this tea bag?
It is a loose leaf. I would be surprised if you could end up buying this in like a tea bag form, frankly.
Okay, yeah. I thought so. Just be totally clear. How do you think this tea would do under your mom's brewing conditions?
I think she would really like this tea.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. In these brewing conditions that she would have, I think it would be fine for her. I wouldn't recommend doing it this way. I would say, or doing that way, the subtlety of this flavor is much nicer, right? Just having that strong, smoky flavor, yeah, sure, whatever, but getting the sweetness that you get out of doing gongfu cha style is much, I don't know. I think there's a lot more
going on here.
Yeah, a lot more to experience, develop. It's much more dynamic. So this would be the recommended way of brewing it for, I think, anyone that I would know. But yeah, you could do it kind of a grandpa style. And to be clear, I grew up drinking that with little milk and sugar, and it was tasty. So.
But your mom's default is milk and sugar or not?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do one more blitz of this. Call it good.
Yeah.
I'm using who knows how much leaf. It's probably at this point, but maybe 60% full of wet leaves.
Yeah.
You can really tell the Wuyi Origin of these.
Yeah.
Because the actual leaves themselves are frankly quite large.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a cool,
twisted,
fun little aspect of this.
You're not gonna mistake this tea for Wuyi tea though, just because it's so damn smoky.
Absolutely right. But in general, I've had Lapsang that's really only small leaves, and much more like your Yunnan Black, kind of typical small leaved. So, but to be clear, I'm not an expert. Just speaking from my experience. But yeah, no, cool. Definitely, I like it. I feel like someone who's I like this as a move inside of this brand because I feel like someone who likes this flavor profile is going to really, just by default, I feel like Wuyi's are going to enjoy something like this too.
Okay.
It doesn't have necessarily that rock taste, right? It's going to be a different tea. It does taste like a black tea. But it has that, if you are part of the Rock Liquors Tea Drinker Association, then you're probably going to be finding this on fleek for sure.
I mean, only the most hardcore of rock liquors. Like, if you're liking 5 rocks a day, maybe you're on 100% Wuyi Oolong diet.
Right.
But if you're more normal, you got to drink some other teas too.
Yeah.
And this one is as good as any to sort of mix it up. I mean, I can see how it's sort of like adjacent to it in the sense that it's like it's not poor, so it doesn't have like that fermentiness going on if you're not a fan of that.
Yeah.
But it does offer a lot of those thrills, and it definitely stands out as far as black teas. For me, my problem always is black teas really run together, and they don't necessarily distinguish themselves as much.
Yeah,
wouldn't have that issue with this.
I totally agree. Wonderful campfire smell, frankly, in a good way. And did you notice that I said on fleek for our Zoomer? Are they Zoomers? Millennials? What are they called?
You lost me.
It's what the cool kids say now.
On fleek.
It's actually like maybe 6 or 7 years old at this point. So I'm not only dating myself, I'm
Okay.
Really try hard.
Yeah. Wu-Tang.
Where do you go back to? Cheers to that. Still maybe the craziest show I've seen in Seattle, which I saw with you.
Yeah.
The Showbox.
Yeah. That was probably 12 years ago at this point.
That was a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Not the man had his leg broken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did like half of them not show up because they were like stoned?
Yeah, and there was a lot of that. Anyway, good times. Give us a woo in the comments. Just kidding.
The woo?
Or not. I don't know. Whatever. Can we be more
random?
Typical?
Yeah.
Okay. If you like the video, check out Wuyi Origin. Goodness gracious. I think they're just one of the kind of blanket, give them a shout, see what buy what sounds interesting to you. I'm comfortable saying that they're pretty much always going to be awesome. So check them out, wuyiorigin.com or Origins.
Yeah, I think it's wuyiorigin.com.
Okay. tv.org for written content. Subscribe to the video. Send this to your mom's cat. Send it to your step uncle's cat. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace!